Yeah, they still got a
So
couple
this
in
your
it.
boy, oh, this your boy K Down back again with Easy, most known unknown, KG the Great.
Yo, yo.
Ah man, it's a little delay in this video. Been some crazy things happening this week. On my end, I know that for a fact. How everything been with y'all?
With all these double header football games on Mondays now. It feels like we're getting used to that.
No, I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to that.
I'm looking
Tuesday.
like I forgot they played.
That was still
Man,
nice.
like the Chiefs game started at what 3:30 in the evening.
For
Like that was horrible. That was horrible. Like I had forgot to make my little bet predictions for the game and everything. Good, I did because I probably would have lost a lot of money that day. Probably would
Yeah, that was a weird game. I think it was just maybe the time that they played that made it so off. But
maybe
they got the job done.
the,
have.
the Bills' run game was
Kind of want,
non-existent, or
I
they
kind of
whole
wanted,
offense was non-existent, but that run defense was terrible.
yeah, I kind
Yeah,
of wanted the Bills.
That deep run defense
I
they
definitely,
needed more. Like the Chiefs could skip one.
nah, like I just, I don't know. I'm kind of like the guy that roots against the team that everyone roots for. So,
I
I mean,
think this
like,
is like the first team where like you don't really have a lot of people that don't want them to win. Like legitimately, I've never really seen it to where like this type of love, like you have love on one end and possibly more than usual with the winning team, you know. So it don't usually happen like that. Most people hate the people that were in the Super Bowl and well, when it's concurrent, they hate the
well,
people.
that's because most people that you're talking about was hating the Patriots and they won 6 out of what 15 years. So of course,
Hmm.
you know,
The Chiefs ain't
oh
there yet.
yeah,
Yeah, not
nah,
Yet.
they not there. I don't know if they're gonna make it there, but you know.
I know I called it on
Well,
earlier this past week with the Le'Veon Bell special.
Le'Veon didn't play.
yeah.
No, I know he didn't play, but he went to a team.
Oh, come on now. Everybody knew that's what he was going.
Yeah, I
He dream
figured
chasing and he ain't gonna get one.
it. Well, no, I for me, I really feel like it's the almost I would say the best fit for him as far as the way he played. You know what I'm saying? Like with that system when he was in Pittsburgh, the way they used to give him the ball, I feel like Mahomes could kind of bring that style back to him. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I feel it might not be the case, but I feel
no,
like that's the
no.
move I take.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I got him on fantasy. I don't know what the hell to do with him.
Well, I just picked up Antonio Brown on fantasy, so
It
yeah,
may pay off.
the Seahawks gonna pick him up. So hey, we'll see how that goes. It could be I could fall on my face, but hey, I'm 0-6 already. Shit, what the fuck?
Hey,
What
looks,
what worse can happen? You know, all my wide receivers
mm,
been injured the whole goddamn. Like Chris Godwin was healthy for 2 days, and now he pop up questionable today. I'm like, how the hell can you be healthy for 2 days and then get injured with the same damn injury? I don't understand. But hey, neither here nor there.
right.
Ooh.
So, what do you think he should have went?
Uh, he
Because
probably should have. He probably should have never went to the Jets from the jump, and and probably should have went to Buffalo or San Francisco when he was a free agent last time.
See, Buffalo already got a weird running back situation as it is.
Yeah,
yeah,
but even though it's a weird running back situation, they still could have used him then.
Oh yeah, because
They definitely could have used him then. That was what Allen's rookie year. Allen would have had a Fields day throwing him the outlet pass when he didn't have anyone to throw the ball to the other year.
That's true.
Yeah, so I mean that's what I think. But it's like he's gonna be with the Chiefs this year. They're not gonna win, and they're gonna throw him to the side. And I don't think he has really a space in the NFL right now, unless he go the Texans.
Oh no, I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't go there.
Not the way everything is happening right now.
I mean, Green Bay maybe.
no, that wouldn't be a good fit.
They got Aaron Jones. I think they set a running back.
I know. I mean, they got Aaron Jones, but Aaron Jones ain't no Le'Veon Bell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. He's a little more versatile.
Yeah. But let's get on to the meat and potatoes, the real good news this week. The Bears is second in the conference, first in the division at 5-1.
Yeah, I know my coach don't watch this show. I might have to get him on just to let him know I shouted him out because he was talking crazy about our squad.
Shouted him out.
We was gonna lose that game against the Carolina.
See, if I was at that gym, I would have just walked in, and every time he looked at me, I would just had my fingers up like this. And what you got? What you just keep putting up 4 for? How many touchdowns you lose by? 4.
Oh yeah, they got at him this week, and it really showed. Well, I guess we'll give it another week, but I told him maybe we want to worry about y'all being under 500 this year. I told him, I'm like, I don't know why you got so much confidence that we will be under 500. And he's like, you only gonna win one more game. And I'm like, you couldn't have been watching this shit. Like, not every team.
Like what makes him think
almost even.
What in the hell make him think that we only gonna win one more game? We still got one game against the Lions and 2 against Minnesota.
Right. That's why I told him.
2 against his team.
You barely won against the
Minnesota is the
first game.
most dumb team right now.
I'm like, we just weren't in sync, but we could win against Detroit, no problem. Really, we can beat all these teams as long as we are in sync and everything is flowing. Like when the defense and offense.
Well, Steve, no. I gotta disagree with you on that one. Because Matt Nagy still have not proven that he know how to really call a fucking game.
Oh, I know you want to talk about this. Go right ahead.
Matt Nagy still cannot show that he know how to call a game. Like, I don't care if you was playing against Blake motherfucking Bortles. When you is at the end of the game and you're winning, and you still have 4 minutes on the clock, and you're still throwing the ball for whatever dumbass reason in the world, like that's stupid as hell. Like I don't care how suck ass the goddamn run being the whole goddamn game because you refuse to fucking call run plays. But it's like he needs to get the play call. He needs to.
I can't even say that because when Cohen was there, we were still not running the ball as much. I was going to say, I thought they would definitely use Cordell Patterson a lot more.
He calls those passes behind the offensive line. He calls those extensions of the run. It's a fucking pass. If the quarterback takes it and goes in this motion, it's a pass. I don't understand how he say that that's an extension of the run and he count those as running plays when most of the time you just getting your fucking running back lit up because they know what the fuck you finna do.
Yeah.
Like I literally be sitting there like, here come this play.
It's the Alex Smith. It's when remember when Alex Smith used to be on the Chiefs? It was just a 3-yard little short pass, and that was literally the whole passing game until Tyreek Hill got there. And you see all the receivers and running backs just get lit up in the second half. It's the same shit over and over and over.
Same thing with Darren Sproles when he was in Philly with that goddamn same type of offense. It just stupid. Just stupid.
Okay, so what's the next step for us? Would you say?
Try not to get Foles killed by Aaron Donald. That's a good start.
That's not gonna happen.
Oh no.
Nick Foles definitely might get killed. So if we might have a glimpse of Mitch Trubisky this week. Because that offensive line is not going to be able to stop Aaron Donald. And if you ain't committed to the run against the Rams, you definitely gonna get. I mean, they got their ass whooped by the 49ers last week, and the 49ers started a third string defensive line. So our defense should be good.
Oh yeah.
It's just on the offensive side.
I think this is going to be a big defensive game. I can say that.
I think he's going to pull that, I'm going to hand Montgomery the ball 10 times and just say we couldn't get the game going. When you said the same shit against the Colts and everybody like, it's the Colts, the number one defense. Then the next week, the Browns came in and ran all over their goddamn ass. And the run wasn't working in the first half for the Browns neither. But guess what? They coach kept calling run plays, and it eventually broke out for a good-ass motherfucking run. I mean, that's just how it is. And another thing is, too, like, Nagy, you do know you can run a hurry-up offense anytime in the game. Like, you ain't just got to wait till the last 2 minutes. Like, you call a hurry-up offense, like, the whole fucking game if you want to. Like, everything can be a hurry-up. You don't have to actually be in a huddle at all. Like, everybody know the plays. Just call
is that part of his repertoire? Because it seems like when that's supposed to happen, he, like, calls a timeout to think about it.
Yeah.
Man, this motherfucker called a timeout at the beginning of the game last week and then changed the play to something dumb as shit. Like, we got blew up after he called the timeout. Like, he literally iced his own quarterback. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, is it like just he don't trust to hurry up, or is he just inexperienced?
I don't see how he can't trust to hurry up when you literally won the first and the second game due to the hurry up with Mitch Trubisky.
Yep.
Like, the Bears weren't doing shit until we started doing the hurry up in the first and the second week. And when we came back, when we came back against Atlanta, guess what we was doing those last 4 minutes?
Hurry up.
So I mean, I don't
like. What's the deal with if it's working? Is it just like you trying to make it so that people see you as the leader of the team?
I think Matt Nagy
off the quarterback.
I think Matt Nagy let that coach of the year go to his fucking head. That's what he did. He let that coach of the year go to his head. He think he can just call all these dumbass plays that everybody. Stevie want to know what the fuck he finna throw. Oh, they got Cordell Patterson in the backfield. Stevie Wonder up. They finna throw him. They finna throw the ball to him behind the line. And guess what? They throw the ball to him behind the line. Like you. It don't mix it up. Like you want to run the ball with Montgomery, right?
Montgomery.
Now, if y'all notice, most of the time when Montgomery's in the backfield, Nagy only calls a draw play with Montgomery like maybe 20% of the time. All the other times, it's like if he's standing behind Nick Foles, he's getting the ball. Like it's too fucking obvious. Like when you can when a defense can sit their safeties 15, 20 yards back the whole game, obviously they know you not running the ball. Run the fucking ball.
And they playing a decent secondary this week too. Like Jalen Ramsey and them.
They play a good one corner.
Yeah. I mean, we got the defensive line plus a couple players.
Look, I know that whole everybody say, "Oh, you can't give bounties," but somebody on the Bears just light his ass up on the blind side. Ain't nobody gonna be mad at it.
Just get someone off the COVID list.
Ain't nobody gonna be mad at it. Yeah, like ain't nobody gonna be mad at it. Tashaun Gibson, come on in and just clear his ass out, but football is soft now. Like,
so what's your prediction for Monday Night Football? What's the score gonna be?
I would say for me, I feel like it's gonna be like 24-28.
Who the hell scoring 24?
I'm saying. I was
24,
thinking
28. Who? Like what
the Rams are on 24. Like we gonna get 28.
You do know our defense don't give up many points except for the week against Atlanta, right?
And you never know with the way stuff working, because I feel like the defense is gonna be overworked a little bit on both sides.
Have you been watching golf? Have you been watching golf?
Yeah, I've been watching them.
I've
also had
them
him on my team as my QB, because so I kind of know him a little bit.
Yeah, then you know what he do up against good defenses, right?
Golf is off and on.
So you know what he do up against good defense, right?
Their defense, right?
You say what?
The last time he faced the Bears defense, he didn't fare too well.
Neither QB did.
No, look, let me tell you like this, right? The Rams are 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody just loved their 4-2. Oh, they've been dominant. They've been this and they've been that. Their 4 wins are against the NFC East. They 2 losses is against Buffalo, who last time I checked, if I'm not mistaken, is a top 10 defense.
They got very lucky on losing that game, though. They honestly probably should have won that game.
That was the close one, right? No, that was
that last Bills drive. They should have probably won that game because that was a bullshit call. Even though I like the Bills, I gotta say that was a bullshit call. So the Bills got lucky,
but it still went to the Bills. And then they lost against a horribly injured San Francisco. Like that offense, like the Rams defense gave Jared Goff and company the ball 7 times by midfield, and them motherfuckers punted each time. Like they punted each time. Like the Rams, the offense had enough time and enough chances to get back into the game. They just couldn't. They couldn't.
Oh no! The Rams receivers must know fucking Halloween was showing up because they all had Butterfingers. They dropped 3 touchdowns. Like if you look back, Goff had 3 touchdowns, and 2 of them was to Cooper Kupp, and he just dropped them.
Well, one of them he kind of ran out of real estate. No.
He caught it. He dropped it before he could maintain possession.
That's right. Hey man,
and that was best one.
Hey, but that Vatters kid, he was Vetters or whatever. He was wreaking havoc.
I mean, let them drop all the passes they won in this Monday night game. Cool. I ain't got none of y'all fantasy anyway.
I mean, technically they're gonna be playing better DBs in this game.
Yeah. Oh man. Kyle Fuller, man, he been on I don't know if he got the hit stick badge or something, but he been on it lately.
Hey, I love it. I love
Right.
it. Like, ain't nobody gonna want to go to that side of the field. Like, yeah, you gotta look, man. I'm not doing that, coach. I'm not going over there. You see how this motherfucker been hitting people in every game. He got a super crazy
Yeah,
ass
they're
hit
making sure to
in
hit you
every
right on.
fucking game. And last week, that shouldn't have been a flag. That shouldn't have been a
No.
flag. Hey, oh well, he got some of the helmet. Yeah, because he hit Buddy's shoulder so goddamn hard, his head hit Cal Fuller's shoulder. Like Cal Fuller didn't hit his head. His head hit Cal Fuller. Like that's not
Yeah,
fair.
he let him with the shoulder.
Up in the right way.
And he lead it with the shoulder, and then like they also got to understand, like a lot of times these offensive players they lower their heads. Like if you lower your head, that's on you. Like whatever happens to your fucking head is on you. Like concussion and all that, that's on you. Like when I initiated the tackle, when I went down, your head was up. You put your head down, and I caught that motherfucker. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's your concussion.
Yup. Going
So,
protocol.
K-Down, how would you call it this Monday coming up?
I will say, well, technically, we just got lucky in the Atlanta game, but the Bears offense haven't been able to muster over 23 points. But I think against the Rams, they do. And I will say 34-17.
Oh, you went real high on the points.
I'm gonna ask.
Damn.
I think the defense,
I know they threw out a stat.
I do think the defense will score 14 points.
Okay.
I do think the defense will score 14 points. We're way overdue. I think we should the DB should already had 2 pick sixes, but I do think with Jared Goff, I think the defense scored 14 points. Hopefully Jalen Johnson get his first interception in the NFL. And I think Eddie Jackson got like 3 picks on
Jared Goff. He got 3.
Yeah, he got 3 picks on Jared Goff. So I mean, it's in our favor. And I'm pretty sure Goff gonna fumble once. So that's why I go that high. But I don't think the defense gonna give up. I mean, statistically, our defense is I don't know what as a whole we are, like overall, but yeah, our defense has been killing. We only have been allowing 19.3 points a game. That's ranked 6th in the NFL. 5.2 yards per play. That's 6th in the NFL. We only allowed 9 touchdowns. That's first in the NFL. And I think that's only 2 of them in the red zone. A 31.8 third down completion. That's second in the NFL. And 36.4 in percent touchdown in the red zone. That's first. So those some nice numbers. And Khalil Mack is the second highest graded edge pass rusher in the NFL right now. So yeah.
I was gonna say it's him and like pass rushers. I think he's 2 or 3, and then Donald I think is 1.
Well,
I know there's another guy with him.
No, TJ Watt is first overall, I believe.
That's it.
Period. Cause TJ Watt, man, oh my God, I'm so mad we didn't get TJ. I wanted TJ. I can't look, and I know my bro gonna watch this video. I can't stand the fucking Steelers. It's not because of the championships, none of that. It seemed like every defensive player that I want, they fucking get. They got Bud Dupree, they got TJ, and I forget the other dude name. He was a defensive tackle. I don't think he with them no more right now. but they got 3 of my motherfucking players on defense, and I'm like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. You got
They
it.
take the best defensive players from weak teams. They took Buddy from the Browns.
Miami.
Oh, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Yeah, I was about to mention him
Yeah.
too. That was the big trade to me. And then they got that dude from the Browns who got hurt a lot. But when you look at him now, forget it.
He was with the Browns. I don't think he was really hurt. I think he just didn't want to fucking play.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I think he just.
And I wanted to ask, like, our issues in like the third quarter, like coming back from the half, like, what do you think we can do to improve on that? Because I heard we do well. They gave the stat that we haven't scored in the third quarter.
Yeah, last game was the first time we scored in the third quarter all season. But before we answer that question, before KG, I'll let KG go first. This is what I'm gonna tell y'all. Offensively ranked through 6 weeks, the Bears 4.8 yards per play, 28th in the league. 3.8 yards per carry, 25th in the league. 5.6 yards per pass, 28th in the league. 4.6% sacks per pass. That's 11th. So they ain't been giving up a lot of sacks, but the quarterback's been getting hit like a motherfucker.
Right.
36.2% on third down. That's 27th in the NFL. 52.6% in the red zone. That's 26th in the NFL? And we only averaging 21.3 points a game. That's 27th. And our defense is only giving up 19. So that's why we're winning. Because if the defense only give up 19 and we consistently score 21, yeah, like we only win it by a field goal, like average wise, we only win it by a field goal. So what would you say about that, KJ?
We need to run the ball more. You look at it and how you expect the stats to be high on the run when we barely run the damn ball. And when we do, it's again stuffed. And then you got offensive, like you said, the sack total's low, but Foles and Trubisky just get murdered in the backfield. Like they may not get sacked.
Most of those sacks have been since Nick has been the quarterback. I think.
Pocket passer.
I think Mitch only got sacked a couple times, but that's to be understood because he's the pocket passer. But it's. I think what it is Nagy needs to go up tempo a lot more. Don't tell me that's what I think it is.
They should.
Like
right?
I think the Bears need to be up tempo a lot more for the duration of the game. I feel like every other drive they should be like, okay, this drive we're gonna treat it like a 2-minute warning. And if they do that, the difference in the game will be night and day. If they just did that with Mitch will be a slightly above average quarterback because he's better when he don't have to think about it. It's when he has to overthink what's in front of him is when it seemed like he was starting to get rattled. Like I want to know how he do on tests because 9 times out of 10 he suck on tests. But if you just flat out ask him, he'll probably do good. Like that's what it seemed like with Mitch. Like he overthinks it.
I could believe that because that is how he played since that 1 year, and I feel like I told people, I think he played that well because there was no expectations, like no major expectations. They just wanted to see how he did, and now they want it back.
Y'all want to know when I think Mr. Trubisky, what fucked up Mr. Trubisky?
I would definitely want to know because I definitely thought it was going to be better.
I think I think what fucked up Mr. Trubisky was that playoff game with the double doinker. Not
That
the
fucked us all up.
not the double doinker. The double doinker ain't what fucked him up. The play before, the two plays before the double doinker is what fucked him up. Mr. Trubisky was actually playing extremely fucking well. He had threw two laser darts, like I mean, 007 on a Nintendo 64 coming out of the motherfucking top vent in the bathroom and scoping the motherfucker in the head in one of the stalls to Allen Robinson on the sideline. And then his head coach decides instead of letting him try to run the ball, to throw the ball again, he's going to put all confidence in the kicker who had missed 7 kicks, who had hit the fucking upright 4 times that year.
In the same
I
game.
knew he was a bad kicker.
Like,
And he's on the Browns. And he's still missing kicks.
and he's still hitting goalposts.
It's a magic trick, I'm telling you.
He's still hitting the goalposts. But yeah, so I think that's what I think that messed him up. I think that messed him up big time.
Yeah, I do think you need the confidence from your coach that you can do it. And I know the elites, they most likely just gonna take over and say, hey, I'm gonna do this, we're gonna get it down. Uh Hopefully we ain't as bad as the Cowboys was in the end zone this past weekend. And that
Woo,
was so trash.
woo. I
I,
mean, you got Zeke coughing up the ball a few
I
times.
love that Cowboys game so much, man. That was the
how do you
best.
get 2 penalties that put you on the 1 yard line and you can't get the ball in the end zone with all these? It was the worst time I ever seen it. I'm like, oh my, I can't believe this. So many of the same routes and just not on point with the pass.
That whole game.
I loved it.
Yep. As
Yeah,
soon as Steve A. Smith put up that post, I'm like, yep, sharing this real quick because I think we all
Yeah.
do this.
And the craziest part is they probably gonna be the ones that make it out of that division.
Whoever wins 5 games will win that division.
They only got 3 more to go.
Washington gonna win. Washington gonna win that division.
I can believe it, man.
I've been saying that all year. Washington is gonna win that division.
I honestly think the Eagles are going to take that division just because they have the tie. That's it. That's literally the only reason they're going to take it.
That's right. That's right. They do got that time. Well, I mean, Washington played the Cowboys this week, so
Ooh, and Thursday's game, the one you're running home to get to, Giants and Eagles. Oh boy, that Thursday.
I'm surprised they didn't get shifted.
It's gonna be such a bad game.
That's probably the
I
lowest
don't even
ranked
think nobody gonna watch that game.
Oh no, unless you a fan.
You say what?
Unless you a fan.
I mean, if you're a fan, you still shouldn't watch it. I'm just gonna be 100. Like, even like I can understand your team losing because of tough breaks. But when your team is losing because you clearly have a problem in upper management, I'll stop watching games. Like,
I think that go for both teams, right?
Yep.
yeah, like the Cowboys football, like the players, they don't have a problem. From the ownership all the way down to the water boy is what the problem is. That's what the problem is. Like Jerry Jones needs to just sit his ass in the box and not be the GM. None of that. Like that's what it is. That's kind of. Yeah, I'm not gonna get in that part because I feel like that's what is the problem with most of all of our first round picks. Like I think it's the ownership. I do not think that the GM have a say so in that first pick whatsoever. Uh, but yeah, I mean, when you let the Browns organization start to outshine you, you know you head in the wrong direction.
Oh yeah, and not just shine. They carved you up the whole damn game. I'm really like, oh, I'm like Browns about to win this. Oh no, they winning this. Nah, man, this a this a crazy prediction. Could this be the first time in NFL history where every single coach in that division gets fired by the end of the year?
It's definitely a possibility.
Because I know I know Ron got
McCarthy,
cancer, but damn, everyone looks like they could be fired in that team or on that division.
McCarthy won't get fired.
This is his first year with them, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Jason Garrett's first year with the Giants and see how that's going.
Yeah.
Well, Jason Garrett ain't the head coach, and they're gonna keep Judge. They're gonna keep Judge. I think the only person that will get fired is Doug Peterson.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
And I would say Doug Peterson because he's just shooting himself in the fucking foot. Like, right? So check it out, right? So I got 3 cars. I got a Ford Taurus, a Buick Regal, and a Lincoln LS. Right? So my Ford Taurus is the rookie, Jalen what's his name?
Haskins.
Jalen Hurts.
No, Jalen Hurts. My Taurus is Jalen Hurts. Right? I don't drive that car. Well, I don't know. I don't really know. My wife drives that car most of the time. My dumb ass keep getting in the 2 fuck up cars, which is Carson and Wentz. And every time I drive that motherfucker somewhere, it's a 50-50 chance that it's gonna break down on me. And I just keep sticking with it. Like keep getting in the car. Like I ain't got nothing new. I ain't got nothing different. I just keep using them 2 motherfucking cars, knowing damn well I might not get to my next destination. And it's a slight possibility that I might get to my next destination, but it might be a hospital because it might just cut off on me on the expressway. That's what Doug Peterson is doing every time he chooses to start Carson Wentz, knowing damn well he got a slightly better option on the bench.
No, man, he listened to the next episode from Dre. This man's I'm gonna rocket to the wheels fall off, and that's Carson Wentz.
And the wheel is actually off. Like they're rolling down the street on the jack.
What was his contract?
Too much goddamn money. They gave him like 115 or 120 million dollars.
For like 4 years, right?
It was a 5-year extension.
So I mean,
I think they got. I think it's 3 years left.
Right. So I guess wouldn't you still technically use that workhorse, even though you know?
Hold on. See where you just messed up. That is, you said workhorse. You're talking about Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is not a workhorse in no shape, form, or fashion. Carson Wentz, at best, is a town-to-town donkey. Look,
on this week's episode, we run down Carson Wentz.
And hold on, and don't get it twisted. Like I actually like Carson Wentz. Like I wouldn't have mind drafting Carson Wentz that year at 7 because I think that's the year we had the 7th pick and we got Leonard Floyd, right?
Oh yeah.
I didn't mind if Carson Wentz was there for us to grab him. But yeah,
All those injuries, man, caught up real quick.
yeah, like I was talking to my brother the other day, and he was like, "Man, I don't know, man, you sound a little crazy." In 2018, and this is one of the reasons why we're in the boat that we in now as far as offensive line wise. Ryan Pace have only drafted one offensive lineman in the top of the draft, and that's James Daniel. He drafted him in the second round. Now, I do know that some of the reason why is because we gave up 2 first-round picks for Khalil Mack. But right now, with the way our offensive line is playing, would have been mad if we didn't draft Roquan Smith and we got Mike McGlinchey, the offensive tackle?
I feel like you could find a linebacker, but it's hard to find an offensive line, or at least a good one.
Exactly. And then at that point, we did still have Nick Kwiatkowski and Danny Trevathan. And next year, I think Bud Dupree is going to be free. I don't think Pittsburgh is going to be able to pay him. So, would you let? Well, you kind of if you're the Bears, you kind of know, like you're looking at Danny and you like, yeah, you ain't gonna be a Bear next year. If that's not what you think,
what would you give up to get this? Yeah,
Bud Dupree. What would I give up to get Bud Dupree? I would give up Jimmy Graham. I would give up Danny. I would give up Fuller because you're gonna have to.
I don't know about Fuller.
Hold on, you're gonna have to think about that. Fuller is due $19.5 million next year.
Ooh, I didn't know that. Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's a crazy ass. That was crazy.
He balling out though right now. That's the thing.
Yeah, it might be the reason why.
Yeah, you can be balling out. But
That's a lot of money.
yeah, that's a lot of motherfucking money. If I'm not mistaken, he do like $19.5 million next year.
That sounds about right.
Okay, so
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, because you gotta look at it. You kind of gotta pay Allen Robinson. You can't let that man walk out the front door. You can't even let him walk out the side door. You gotta pay Allen Robinson. So especially if you talk about drafting a quarterback that's gonna be a bridge quarterback, you gotta do it. Most catches this year over 15 yards, Calvin Ridley, my son. That's the name, Calvin. 17, Justin Jefferson. 15, Terry McLaurin. I don't know why I won't call him McLaughlin. 14, and Allen Robinson, 14.
Damn.
Yeah, like Allen Robinson is like, if I'm not mistaken, the second or the third most targeted wide receiver in the NFL.
These LSU boys are killing it.
I mean,
Justin Jefferson just showed up, and we ain't really know who he was until like 3 weeks ago, and all of a sudden he just started putting up the stats.
I mean,
a garbage quarterback.
I mean, he's gonna do that because he's getting Stefan's targets. So, and no one knows him, so they're giving him like space and opportunity.
Leeway. Yeah, I can get you on that because that next year prove if it was a fluke or if it was just it's the consistency.
Yeah,
that's true.
So, I got a question before we start going to other teams because we have been spending a lot of time on the Bears.
And we should,
I mean, yeah, true. Would you rather the Bears make a play for Sam Darnold at the trade deadline, or would you rather wait to make a play for Sam Darnold on draft night? And I asked them those two, right? Because someone, I don't know who it was, but they said it was an anonymous GM or whatever, think that Sam Darnold can still they can still get a first round pick for Sam Darnold. But if you wait to draft night and they draft Sunshine, that goes out the window. Like all the leverage that you have with trying to get a first round draft pick for Sam Darnold goes out the window because we know you didn't just draft this dude first overall to sit his ass on the bench. So, at most, after you draft Trevor Lawrence, at best you can get a third round pick.
I was gonna say that may be the most reasonable as a third round because I don't think he's worth a first. It's hard to say if he is worth a first because he plays for the Jets, but you don't know how good
but the simple fact, the numbers that he's still putting up, and he's on the Jets, kind of solidify that he could get a first round pick if you try to move on him before the draft line, the deadline. I don't know why I'm getting tongue tied.
I honestly think he's going to get traded before the deadline because you could tell he secretly just has a sign on saying, "Get me the fuck up out of here."
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't think they'll do it.
I don't think that's tough. Damn.
Because who in the hell gonna try to draft and trade him?
Exactly. Like who's a QB needing team right now?
Chicago Saints. Yes,
Dallas.
Saints.
I don't know if they're gonna keep with Dalton.
I mean,
and
but
division by some miracle where you were actually competitive and could still win the damn division with 2-4.
Yeah, but Jerry Jones ain't happy about that. Period.
I mean, Jerry Jones, if he make it to the playoffs,
He already knows.
If the Cowboys go 3-13 and make the playoffs, first off,
it's fucked up because it could happen.
It's fucked up because whoever wins up out of that division is gonna be a sub 500 team.
And get a home game in the playoffs.
Like that's just sad. Like,
congratulations, you survived the dumpster fire. Here's a home playoff game.
Like that's fucked up. Like that's
they need to change that rule.
That's really fucked up. Like I think you need in the case of them in that whole goddamn division, I think it should definitely go to like, yo, y'all whole division got to sit this out. The whole NFC North is finna go to the playoffs. Like
a third wild card spot.
yeah, like because right now in conference, it's the Seahawks at first, Bears at second, the Bucks third, the Packers at fifth, Cardinals at sixth, and Rams at seventh. The Cowboys is sitting in fourth place at fucking 2-4.
So bad.
Like they're
sitting when the NFC West was like this.
At 2-4, like they're going to win 4 games this year and make it to the playoffs. And oh my God, that's so goddamn pathetic.
Hey, you still trying to be competitive, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta give me some credit. Really, obviously working with what they got.
Bro, come on now. Like,
Dallas should be the best.
Like, okay, so I put it like this, right? I make this proposal. So if that division don't turn around, and if whoever win that division and they win that division with 4 or 5 games, I think the NFL should just let the Alabama college team play in that playoff spot. They should pick between Alabama, Clemson. Yeah, them two. Alabama or Clemson get that playoff spot.
No, you
I
gotta
promise
give.
you, that's what they need to do because it's like, come on, the college teams are more competitive than y'all right now.
I mean, that's what soccer teams do in Europe. Their league is the worst team in the league. They got to go back in the division. They have to earn their spot back in that league. So, I mean, you could do it.
Well, come on now, like you'll have to like a whole division will have to earn a spot back into the league. Like it'll fuck up the league for a while. But
You imagine they did that to the 0-16 Lions? Y'all so bad, y'all don't even deserve to be here.
or the 1-5 Vikings, Falcons, Washington, Giants. God damn, over half the conference only got one win.
I mean, the Big Ten starting this week, they could just flip them in there and just pretend like nothing happened.
Yeah, hey, Illinois, you'll take the Cowboy slot. Ohio, you'll take Eagle spot. Michigan going on take Washington spot. Like, I don't know. Like, ain't nobody gonna tell the difference.
Probably will do much better.
I mean,
You
shit.
can explain that to the coaches. They're like, why are you putting this in? It can't get much worse than what we got right now. Like, trust me, it can't get much worse. We'll give you the opportunity.
I mean, and it's not like the AFC got better teams. I mean, the Bengals are 1-4-1.
They got a rookie QB. What you expect?
Yeah, true. And no offensive line, and both they star wide receivers won out. The Chargers are 1-4. The Texans is 1-5. What about the Watson? The Jaguars. I'm surprised they won that one game. And the Jets.
Yeah, porn star Gunnar Minshew is not doing it for him.
So when you look at it, right? So it's going to be
division.
It's going to be the Jets with the number one pick.
I think that's a given at this point.
But see, like who falls in at the number 2 pick right now?
I would say the Giants, but then they play the fucking Eagles tomorrow. So you think they may actually win this game?
Yeah, they haven't been doing bad enough to where I say they gonna just up and lose because the games they've been playing for the most part have been somewhat
competitive.
Close. Yeah, I think that it helped that they got Freeman.
I mean, it's like if you are a quarterback and you're getting ready to come out, do you just fucking be like, you know what? I'm gonna wait a year.
Everyone was saying that about Trevor Lawrence. Like, does he really want to play for the Jets? Because I think
it was like I've seen maybe one of y'all posted it. It was telling
Roddy White. Yeah, Roddy White told him not to play.
Go anywhere near the Jets. You come up out of there.
Like you think you're gonna be the savior of the Jets? There's never been a savior. Don't even try.
See, and that's because the Jets need to completely clean front office. They need a whole I don't know who the hell doing their drafting and all that stuff right now, but they obviously share a classroom with my 5-year-old son. Because it's like it look like yeah, there. I'm gonna take that person. But the Jets do got an extra first round and the second round pick this year, right? From the Jamal Adams. But yeah, like that's
speaking of reject Jets. I don't watch this show, but apparently on the Masked Singer, Mark Sanchez is on there. Of all people, I'm like, wait, what?
I mean,
you ain't got nothing better to do.
Exactly. What else you got to do?
You know, for one thing only. You might as well go on the Masked Singer and try to, clean that up.
Bro.
That's the greatest play of all time.
All right, so Let's go through this real quick. Let's do this. Bears Rams. Who you got?
17-13 Bears.
If you say 24-23, right?
I said 24-28.
Okay, Bears. I say 34-17. All right.
I can believe it.
Who you got? Giants or Eagles?
I got the
Oh
Giants.
God!
I know it sounds crazy, but
Honestly, the
think
way the
they-
Eagles playing, it's
yeah.
I was helping a friend out with NFL picks, and I just kept looking at that game like I don't know.
So who you leaning towards right now?
I'm gonna just say the Giants because I actually feel like they try.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Eagles because I know that they have Darius Slay, and I know that the Giants has Daniel Jones, and he loves throwing pick six.
Oh no, he let a fumble. That's another thing. That man just doing everything for the opposite team.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I'm gonna skip over Bills Jets because I think we know how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
I got the Bengals beating the Browns.
See, that's another game where I just don't know.
For the Battle of Ohio, I got the Bengals. Because you gotta look at it.
Now.
The Bengals have been very fucking competitive the whole year. They just always lose in the last 5 minutes.
Right. Losing in the close games. They don't be like far off from winning.
Oh no, they ain't lose a close game. They shit the bed on the Colts. That was the one game where I said, y'all should have won that.
Yeah, they definitely should have won that game. But I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I'm
gonna agree with you because Burrow played pretty good in that first game against the Browns. So,
did they clear Mayfield to come back? I know he went out.
I don't think Mayfield gonna come back
late in the game. Oh,
he don't need to come back after that ass whooping. Oof.
I mean, he a smaller QB. He got a rib injury. Sit the fuck out. Like, you're sitting at 4-2 right now. Sit out.
Your receiver don't want to be there either.
It ain't like you're gonna be at the top of the division. I mean, you ain't winning the division because the Steelers undefeated right now.
Yeah, and they just kicked your ass. So I got the Bengals on that one too. All
right, so this is gonna be interesting. The Cowboys versus the Washington State football team. Well, not Washington State, but you get my drift.
The racial slurs, formerly known as.
I feel like I really thought Dalton was gonna be. I ain't gonna say he was gonna be ready. I just thought he would do more, but he's just terrible right now. And I think if it wasn't for that bad play calling at the end of that Washington game, they would have won last week. So I feel like it might be Washington this week.
Okay, KG.
I think Washington, because I'll make a bold statement, if I almost said the old name, if the Washington football team happens to win this game and they blow them out, I think Mike McCarthy may get fired that day.
No, I don't think he's gonna get fired at all. I think Mike McCarthy, look how long it took Jerry Jones to fire Garrett.
Yeah. True.
But I think
might be turning over a new leaf though.
I think I definitely
too old to turn over a new leaf.
I definitely do think Washington is going to win this game though, even though they cost me a $700 pot last week. Yeah, when all you had to do was kick the fucking field goal. But I think Washington win this. I think the rookie defensive linemen have a fields day on Andy Dalton.
I hate to say it too because I got Cooper as one of my receivers, but it's just like he's just not playing well.
Yeah, what you want?
That whole team just ain't playing well.
Yeah. You can tell morale is like really low. And then Zeke coughing up the ball left and right. It's like,
And then defenders is blaming the coaches for they fuck ups. Like,
oh yeah, I've seen that. Like they just don't know what they doing. Like that.
The whole secondary may as well just be not even be on the field the way that's looking. Because the Cardinals just made Kyle Murray made them look so stupid.
Man, that was the worst. I'm like, they is kicking y'all ass back.
all right, so who you got, Detroit or Atlanta?
Whew.
Right.
Falcons did get a win finally.
Against another division rival.
You know what I say? With Jones and Ridley back in, Atlanta might actually pull that one out. But I still feel like Detroit is gonna take that one.
There is one thing going on in Detroit that no one's noticing until like maybe last week. DeAndre Swift, he's about to take that number one job. So
I thought they would have gave to him earlier.
Yeah. So I think if they keep that whole thing they did with him last week, they can win it. So
you could definitely do that against Atlanta's defense. It's not like it would be hard for them. So
exactly.
I got Atlanta winning.
Oh,
that's the thing. I can see it going either way in this game.
I got Atlanta winning. This new interim head coach, he was going to be getting head coaching opportunities at the end of the year anyway. So all he got a chance to do now is pad his resume to either stay in Atlanta, which will be a dumb move, or to go to Miami, because it seems like Miami might be looking for another head coach. So we'll see about that one. But I got Atlanta winning this one. Packers versus the Texans.
No, Packers. I ain't gonna get at a second thought.
Easy.
I want to say Texans just because of my coach talking shit. But I know it's probably going to be the Packers that's going to pull that one out. I don't think the Texans have enough right now. They don't answer it. So
the Chicago motherfucker in me will not let me say that name. So I'm going to go with the Texans. Deshaun Watson got to have one good game. Come on now. Give me this game. Like, I would never root against Mr. Trubisky as long as he's on the team and he's still on the team. And I'm going to say, Mr. Trubisky is the only one out of that draft that's undefeated this year. So I'm going to go with the Texans.
Oh, man.
I know Watson, he just don't have. Well, it feels like he does have weapons, but they just not gelling right now.
Yeah, Watson is what I thought Watson was the whole goddamn time. Now he just ain't got D-Hop, who was saving his ass most of the time.
You're like, where's that big guy we used to have? Oh.
So who you got? Panthers versus the Saints.
That's another good game.
The Panthers.
You got the Saints coming off the bye week.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if Michael Thomas is playing, though. That's the problem.
He should be playing. But Christian McCaffrey should be playing, too.
That's another one.
I'm going to go with the Panthers.
Yeah, I feel like the Panthers going to pull that one out.
Yeah.
Breeze ain't been the same. I think when before Thompson went down, Breeze wasn't really getting them the ball to help with. So I think he's kind of done. I don't want to say that full on, but I believe Breeze is kind of done.
Yeah, he definitely is. I'm going to skip that one, leave that one for the last one. Seahawks versus Cardinals.
That's a good game.
How?
Yeah, after this past week.
How is that a good game?
I mean, that feel like that's going to be a shootout.
You sure? Because that Seahawks defense.
The Seahawks defense has been 50-50, except for that.
Yeah, it's looked good because of the way Russ is handling the ball. They ain't been on the field as much. I feel like it's been like equal.
They also kind of injured too, because I know Adams ain't played the last 2 weeks. But I'm gonna go with the Seahawks, even though I want them to lose one, so we can probably jump in first place in the conference. But hey, I'm not about to bet against Russell.
That's the
I
thing.
don't know if Murray is kind of like what he was this past Monday. Yeah,
see, look at who he was going against this past Monday.
I'm just saying. Sometimes you come in the game with that same type of confidence.
Yeah, no, this is going to be the battle of the little guys, and
I was about to say
I like that though.
Russell's going to win. He's going to be thinking about Sierra the whole game.
Proven quarterback, so I do expect a win from what? I don't know. I feel like maybe the Cardinals might pull that one out.
Nah, I don't think so.
You're gonna see Sierra in a little future.
49ers versus the Patriots.
Do you think that whole COVID thing like really affected Cam? Because they said he was like kind of out of rhythm playing.
I mean, yeah, it affected him for the simple fact he was in the hospital for like 3 days, and you know how your body feel when you leave the hospital. All your fuck if you're a professional athlete or not.
Mm-hmm.
The hospital was still giving him that hospital food. They wasn't ordering no special shit just because it was Cam. Like he was still getting that hospital food.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with the Patriots because Cam knows he's playing. He's auditioning for his team next year.
Right.
And he got to kick it up into another level.
Raheem Mostert's not in. He's out for a couple weeks, so.
I know, and I just dropped the fucking bag up last week. What the man?
And yeah, I forgot who picked him up. I'm like,
the motherfucker who I was playing against.
Yep. I had no running back, so I had to pick up anyone at that point. I was like,
what? Right, that was you. Man, you know what? You know what's crazy? Hold on.
You got rid of him. We're like, why
you know what's crazy? No, look, I had to get rid of him because I had to pick up a wide receiver because my wide receivers have sucked all week. But what's crazy is my last 3 losses have all came me nor the person who I was playing scored over 100.
Yeah.
It's just my wide receivers don't show up. Like Jerry Jeudy game got postponed. I already knew I was taking the L with that. Like
Le'Veon didn't play, so I had to pick up any running back. So I was like, all right, so who out here?
And then you picked up Fitzpatrick, and
that's why I won. That's exactly why I won. He playing at Jets.
And I was going to pick up Fitz. I was going to pick up Fitz just for the simple fact I saw you didn't have a quarterback. But I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do that because it's going to drop me on the waiver wire for something that's really just a ploy for me for one game. But I should have did it.
Oh no, I saw versus Jets, and it was automatic wrap. I'm like, yep, okay. Like, pick up a QB. If you ever need a QB and it's the one available who's playing the Jets, you pick him up. You guarantee 5 points.
True. And then it became a blowout in Tampa, so Tom Brady stopped throwing the fucking ball.
Yeah.
That's what really fucked me up. So, yeah, who you got? You got the 49ers or the Patriots?
I'm going to say the Patriots because of the defense. That defense still looked good in a bad game.
Okay.
Easy.
I wouldn't be surprised if the 49ers pull it out.
No, I wouldn't be neither. I wouldn't be surprised neither because it seemed like they found out that they have the second best tight end in the NFL on their team again.
Yeah.
Garoppolo leave that game or he stayed in? I couldn't remember.
Garoppolo stayed in. Garoppolo is like at about 90%. How he was looking.
I definitely see the offense flowing a little bit better when he's in rather than all the other quarterbacks. Debo actually showed up. 'Cause I definitely thought he wasn't gonna do as much. Yeah, I thought he was like slowly creeping back. So, um, he showed out. I think they got a good chance to win it, but I think the Patriots got a little more online for themselves. So I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
Okay. Uh, I'm going to bring it up just for the simple fact it should be a good game. Chiefs versus Broncos.
I still say Chiefs take it. I think they'll struggle a little bit at first, but then what else is new? They struggle first quarter, and all of a sudden they blow people out by 30.
It's a good practice for Bell because I believe he should be in this game, right?
Yep.
So yeah, that's a good
Yeah, but
practice.
they
for Bell.
also going to be at the Mile House Stadium.
See where he at.
Ooh.
They're also going to be in Denver.
I feel like that'd
I
be
think
okay.
Denver is still a little bit banged up, right? The QB just came back. Fan ain't in right now. I think he probably still gonna take another week out. Is Gordon? Did they kill Clear Gordon, or is he out this game too?
I
So
don't
that's
I
know.
don't think they cleared him yet.
Strep throat is a crazy ass thing, so I don't know.
I don't think they put him in or out yet. I think by tomorrow they're gonna have something.
Yeah, they're going to have to say something by Friday.
I thought you would at least down pick back up Lindsey, but you didn't pick him back up. You gave him the goddamn your homeboy who is right now probably got the best lineup in the league right now. So I thought you would at least get him back.
Well, I ain't get him to nobody.
You didn't pick him back up either, but I thought you would.
Why would I pick him back up?
Because he's still a solid bet.
The motherfuckers I got on my squad is producing for me, so there was no reason for me to pick him back up.
Yeah.
I like K already got no reason to do anything because he already know he had.
Hey, look, I'm finna win 7 straight on y'all ass and win the championship. How about that one?
As long as you keep certain players out of certain players' hands, like.
Yep, and I just went and got AB. And when AB goes to the Seahawks, he's gonna be putting up 20+ points.
That is the most. If he ends up on the Seahawks, is that the most threatening receiving core in the league? You got
Tyler Lockett, DK, and Brown. That's a kill. That's a kill squad.
Yeah.
I mean, Metcalf by himself is just
right. That's already a lot. Yeah.
So the next game is the Battle of the Sleepless. Because everybody gonna go to sleep on this game. It's the Chargers versus the Jaguars. I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Yeah, I'll go with the Chargers.
Yeah, the Chargers.
I don't think 70s porn star beer Minshew gets him the win.
Bucks versus the Raiders.
See, this is the Gruden revenge tour, and he beat the Chiefs, and now all of a sudden he's playing his old team, and he's playing Brady. That man hates everything about Brady and that old team. So, I don't know. Maybe the revenge tour working for him.
I mean,
Brady.
The thing is, for me, after I seen what they did against Green Bay and its running backs, that's where I know they go like they bread
running back.
What the Green Bay Packers?
Aaron Jones ain't no damn Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, that's true. Oof.
Aaron Jones ain't no Josh Jacobs.
Speaking of, I got to give credit to. I hate giving credit to Aaron Rodgers, but that celebration was funny because I like Key and Peele. And I was like, he really knows the show. I'm like, huh. Like, I had to give him credit. I didn't think he was going to do that. It's like, okay, you surprised me. You win. Get your ass whooped now.
I don't think
I'm gonna go with Tampa.
I can say that much.
I'm gonna go with Tampa.
Defense is good. That defense is really good.
I'm gonna go with Tampa. I mean, when I look at it, like Tampa defense, uh, Pittsburgh defense, our defense, and the Bills defense. Like,
when they're healthy. That's the thing.
yeah, when they're healthy. Like those defenses are, and I know everybody will be like, "Oh, you leaving out the coach." Coach ain't playing nobody yet. Um, I think those defenses are like, yeah, those
They're the
defenses,
elites.
they're gonna make whoever they play in the playoffs, they're gonna make them second guess a lot of shit.
I mean, that was the Bills' whole strategy in the playoffs. Just like we're just gonna keep it real low, and
Yeah,
hopefully we just get a lucky touchdown at the end.
yeah. So, uh, surprisingly, this game was not flexed to Sunday night, which I wholeheartedly feel like it should either be flexed to Sunday night or it probably should have been flexed to our Monday night. It took us out of Monday night, put us back on Sunday, for the simple fact of who it is and what they're playing for. But the Steelers versus the Titans.
That game that's the one that should be the Sunday night game.
They definitely should have flexed that to Sunday night. Um, I don't even see who's playing the Sunday night game.
I thought that damn, I forgot.
Yeah,
Oh, the Bucks and the Raiders play the Sunday night game.
Oh.
But I would still rather see the Steelers versus the Titans on this Sunday.
I thought that'd be the game of the week.
Well, technically, the game of the game that they have slotted in for the game of the weeks is the Seahawks, Cardinals, 49ers, Patriots, Chiefs, Broncos, and Jaguars, Chargers. That 3:00 game, one of them 3:00 games is always considered the game of the week.
Right.
Sunday night.
Either one of them really sound that advertising besides the Seahawks.
Exactly. So that's really it's going to be. Everyone's going to tune in to the Chiefs though, but the Seahawks is going to be the game of the week. The Steelers and the Titans definitely. The Steelers and the Titans definitely should have been Sunday night, and the Buccaneers and the Raiders should have been game of the week coming on at 3:20.
Yeah.
That's just me, but you know, it's Tom Brady. It's Tom Brady and the Bucks, so of course they're going to give them the Sunday night. But I'm gonna say I think you probably should take Derrick Henry out of your starting lineup because he's gonna do that shit against the Steelers. Like
I never thought he was gonna do that. I know he ain't gonna do it against Steelers.
He ain't rushing for over 200 yards against the Steelers.
If he stiff arms TJ Watt that way, I'm done. Just give him the crown.
Bro,
if he does, then he probably might be able to do that against the Steelers.
If he go for a stiff arm on TJ Watt, I think he's gonna break his hand. Like, I don't think TJ Watt's been stiff armed at all. Not that I've seen anyway.
I think the best, other than the Josh Norman stiff arm, I think the best one he did was against Earl Thomas. He stiff armed was so bad that he turned him into a lead blocker. He's like, no, you away from me. You go ahead. You go ahead, block on me. That shit was hilarious.
I have no other options at back. Our league is so limited of backs and stuff like that. Like
real.
The best option right now is JD McKissick. I mean, I went with Scott the first week, and they gave him the lead role after Sanders went down, and he was trash. So it's like I thought he would make so much more happen. So I know I can't go for him. Hines is garbage. It's just like there's nobody there. There might be a chance if Hunt is hurt that D'Ernest Johnson might get a chance, but I doubt it. So I really don't have no other options.
You ain't lying though.
I got the Steelers.
That's the worst running back, like in waiver wire. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Oh yeah, because it's like
nothing there.
Well, it's mostly because Christian McCaffrey got injured, Saquon Barkley, and
Right.
Zeke ain't performing up to par. So they literally have been on the bench. Like they've been on the bench. So teams that wouldn't have had one of those running backs that you guys probably would be looking for, they got him. And I mean, like, I got Leonard Fournette sitting on the bench. I got Devin Singletary, who's a hit and miss every goddamn week. And I forget who my other fucking running back is. Like,
I could go Zach Moss, but I don't
Adrian
think he's
Peterson.
gonna produce.
See, Dalvin Cook's been hurt, so and we saw what that looked like without him. Yeah,
And they predicted that Madison was gonna kill, and it was good, but it wasn't what I thought. I thought he was gonna really do it. It just wasn't as good as I thought.
Man.
Oof. I mean,
no, I've been looking at Zach Moss, but I'm like, I don't think he's gonna produce. But I'm thinking that he probably could, especially coming
down to if that starting job is going to come down to him. If Singletary fumbles, like they've said all year, if Singletary fumbles often, the number one job is going to Moss.
But he has not really been fumbling like that though. Like he has, but he's been keeping it very, very limited.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just terrible. It's a terrible pull of
I mean, it seems like two people in the league got everybody right now. And even they not undefeated, but it's like I don't know. All I know is that I still got a shot at winning the league. That's all I know.
You on the NFC lead status?
Look, last year, my first pick got injured. My second pick got injured. And so far this year, my first, second, and third pick have all been injured and ain't been playing. So I mean,
the only reason why I don't talk crap to K now is because I know there's a possibility with all the fuck ups we have around the league for him to make it into.
I mean, because you gotta look at it. We have 7 games left in the league, right? I'm 0-6, right. So I can end 7-6, right? If I end 7-6, the way auto draft been playing, certified, going with the win, E-Rod, Chicago Outsiders, and I don't know what the hell happened. Well, come saying he is 4-2. Like look, here you go, right here, right? Everyone 1 through 8 is 4-2. Everyone has the same record. So all I have to do is jump up to the 9th spot and then sneak past whoever's in that 8th spot to get in, little wiggle room, and I'm good.
Currently, I'm in the 7th spot, so I'm afraid.
Hey, look.
Mark to do whatever they can, because if he comes back, mind you, the man was in 11th spot. The 11th spot. 2 left. And I was joking with him. I'm like, man, you can still sneak in and stuff. I was joking with the man. Because I'm like, I know it ain't really no possibility that you're going to get in here. With
get that man faith.
This man got into the 8th spot. Took it all the way. I ended up playing this man in a championship game.
And the only reason why he beat me was because DJ Moore got injured in the fucking 3rd quarter. If DJ Moore was going ham that goddamn game, if DJ Moore would have went down, I would have been having the motherfucking championship.
I mean, shit, that run is legendary as is. Going from 11 to the championship game, like the fuck.
Dude, I was so heated those
I
weeks
beat, I
before. I'm
beat.
like, this man is about to win because people don't know what they do.
No, 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 no. You can only say that about the first game against Erod. Erod didn't know what he was doing. But the second game against 40 Shades of Grey, I flat out beat her.
Yeah,
I
no,
flat out beat
you
her.
was open. Yeah, she was
My,
so was
my
heated.
receivers went off. Like
She was
last
heated.
year, last year I had 9 starting quarterbacks. 9 starting quarterbacks.
God damn.
Yeah.
You doing the Brown status on quarterbacks, man.
Man, hey, look, I don't even know who it was that won,
A
got me in the
mixture
eighth
because
spot.
I know you used Kyle Allen at one point in time, and then he went down, and I forgot who else you had.
I had Cam Newton, I had Kyle Allen, I had Daniel Jones, I had Allen, Josh Allen, I had Dwayne Haskins, uh, and I forget who that other quarterback was. I had another quarterback.
Yeah, you had the other quarterback from the Panthers that they used. It was like a third string.
Yeah,
I
because
was surprised. I was assuming that you just
Josh
thought he was
Allen
gonna
went
go
down.
off.
Yeah, Josh Allen went. I mean, what's his name? When that Kyle Allen went down, so I got his backup because I know ain't nobody gonna go get him. So I got his backup. started him for that week. Started him for that week. Then I actually had what's his name? Short guy, Arizona. I had,
Murray.
yeah, I
Kyle
had
Murray.
Murray. Yeah, I had Murray one week, and then I had Andy Dalton one week.
So you just had was your team name Meet the Rookies? So you had a whole bunch of rookie ass quarterbacks on play.
Man, look, those was the only motherfuckers that was available.
It worked.
It
Yeah,
worked.
I know old girl was mad. She like, this ain't what's supposed to be happening.
Oh yeah, she was pissed.
Championship
She was
game.
pissed. She was pissed. Like everybody was. They was like, "Yo, how the
Everybody
motherfucker
was mad
like
at E-Rod.
yo Erod hop on the next day like yo I didn't win." everybody like no you dumbass. He's like how I didn't win. So
That's the question we all asking ourselves because you was in first place. How
yo
you let man beat you?
yo this dude had Alshon Jeffrey and he went down the first play.
I was so
He
mad.
said Alshon Jeffrey, and I was like, okay, well, that's a story already written.
I was so mad at him. He put in Alshon right off of injury over Kenny Galladay. I was like, what was that, bro? What was that? What was you thinking?
Man,
Couldn't have been thinking.
I didn't care what he was thinking. I was just motherfucking happy that he wasn't thinking.
Does Alshon just automatically have a medical sign over his head? Because I mean, that's kind of how it is.
I think so, man. Yeah, they
played on the ship.
both injury, but I don't think he's gonna play.
They was trying to trade him.
Oh, they
the whole
played?
Eagles team last year had an injury sign over him because ain't none of them receivers stayed healthy.
Yeah, they was down to like third string receivers. Like Ward, I think was third string. I think they moved some up from the practice squad too, right?
See,
that's what
Whiteside came from the what is his name? Whiteside?
Yeah, JJ Arcade Whiteside, yeah, something like that. But yeah, like that's another thing that's wrong with the Eagles too. Like their quarterbacks and their wide receivers can't stay healthy.
Right.
They have to go back to the drawing board and redraft like strong.
I was wondering, like, what is they conditioning like that you can't keep a player healthy?
They in Philly.
Preseason, that's what happened this time.
No, they in Philly.
Yeah. It's kind of the same thing with the Falcons, though. They lost both their safeties like last year, back to back. And then this year happened. That's pretty much the same thing back to back.
Man, like, San Francisco got it worse. They lost their whole defensive line in the same goddamn game. Like, how do you lose everyone except for one defensive lineman in the same goddamn game?
Man, they kept the card on standby on their side of the field. Like, trust me, you gonna need it.
Yeah, so I mean, I think I can come back and take y'all. You know, I think I can do that.
This better not happen, man. I ain't gonna lie. I would be reminiscent if I said if that happens, I'm gonna be okay with it.
You'll be okay with it. You'll be okay with it because
Nah, man, because it's not like every team in the league is trash or anything like that. So technically, you should not be able to come back. I'm sorry, your season should be done.
Hey, let me see. Look, let me see.
Honestly, I don't know why I'm for him too. I look at that team like, how? Because Galladay just came back, so I didn't even have him for the first few weeks.
Right.
Le'Veon, well, let's be honest, Le'Veon has been non-existent.
Le'Veon.
Like, how the fuck am I? Dalvin Cook's literally saved my team. I'm like, how the fuck am I?
Look, man, look. I'm looking at the schedule right now. God damn, Black Phoenix supposed to score that much against me in the 12 week? Shit.
It's supposed to happen, but the way this season has been going, I'm not sure if anybody is like a for sure bet.
That's some bullshit. The last game of the season, I'm not gonna have Tom Brady.
Oh, he got a bye.
Yeah, I hope they flex that. I hope they flex that so bad because I'm getting my ass killed right now by projections, and I'm gonna kick your ass in week 9.
Yeah, we will see about that one. I don't think that one's gonna happen.
Oh, it is.
But we'll see.
It is because Antonio Brown will be back.
The last time we played, I won. So the last two.
That was the last. No.
Yeah, I won the championship game.
Not the last 2 times. The last time we played.
Towards the end of the season, I was almost guaranteed 160 points a game.
But you didn't win.
What you mean?
You didn't beat me that game.
I didn't beat you. I beat everybody.
No, you didn't.
From
that's when you told me, you was like, man, you got lucky. You told me I got lucky because
I had to go back in the tapes. But from like week 7 on, it was like plus 150 on average in the games.
Yeah,
see, there's numbers I dream of with this team, and this ain't happening.
Yeah, you didn't beat me in that game. I don't know what to talk about. You didn't beat me that game.
I know Henry went out for one of them games. Actually, like 2 of them games. Calvin Ridley, I don't know what happened with it, which I am afraid of it happening again, but he had something happen with his chest or his sternum or something. Took him out for the rest of the season.
Well, hopefully it happened a week before you play me.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
So everybody have a star player that go down while I'm on my little run.
Oh man.
Look, man, I need to make it to the playoffs. I need to win the championship. It just wouldn't be, the league wouldn't be right without me in the playoffs. like I've been in the playoffs every year except
since I started.
Yeah, I've been in the playoffs every year. I didn't place one year. One year I got 3rd place. Then I got 2nd place. Then I got I got 1st place. Then I got 3rd place. Then I got I didn't place. Then I got 2nd place. Last.
See, I'm just in this league wondering how in the fuck am I 4-2? That's my position in the whole thing.
Because everybody in the league is 4-2. Like right
I'm
now,
looking at my scores. I'm just like, how am I winning?
man, like I'm telling you, you beat me because Tom Brady started blowing out the fucking Packers.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like,
I don't even get that one. This is the damn.
If that didn't happen, I think I would have won that game against you last week.
You only lost by 7 points, so I can see
Exactly.
I
And
can see that.
then motherfucking what's his name? Devin Singletary, bitch ass didn't do shit. So that's what that was. That's how you form two. That's how you form two. But it's
Oh,
all
ain't
right.
a bad squad. I thought Juju Smith would be a little bit more productive this year, but
You said who?
Uh,
Smith Schuster.
yeah, trust me, I got him, man. Nope, ain't been fun.
Man, and you know what's crazy? I was trying to get uh Claypool from Derek, and he didn't
Oh,
know.
everybody's trying to make that trade.
And he didn't know. This is before Claypool had even snapped off. Uh, and he didn't want to because Derek is a Steelers fan.
I kind of figured because he get the defense every year, whether they play good or
Yeah,
not.
and he done had Ben Roethlisberger for the past 2 years.
Yeah, I'm
I'm like,
surprised
bro. I'm like, bro,
y'all
you
was
gonna
able
get.
to pull
I'm
that
like,
away from.
bro, you gonna get Ben Roethlisberger again after what he did to you last year? He's like, man. I'm like, all right, man. Look, man, I could have. And what's crazy is, I should have shitted on your parade, Ern, and drafted motherfucking Pat Mahomes at number 4. But I'm like, hey, Michael Thompson. It's always better to get a wide receiver over a quarterback.
Right.
Uh,
I learn something new every year. Um, I kind of always hoping that the Chiefs is down because if they up or at least tied with you, he's not really playing that productively.
That's true. Yeah, that's real true, actually.
So it's like I like them winning, but not in fantasy. He's
I think
not producing over like 20, maybe 21 points if you're lucky.
because that's what happens with Tyreek Hill. I had Tyreek Hill in another league, and I was like, I just need 2 points. I need a catch. That man did not have a catch for the rest of the fourth quarter because they didn't even need him
Yeah,
out
I
there.
couldn't be mad because they couldn't stop the run game whatsoever. So yeah, I'm like he's not going to the air anymore. This game, this game is a wrap. So, but thank God for Derrick Henry and his high scoring game because I had no tight end whatsoever. And you know what's funny? I could have just did the drop in the bucket, just pick a random tight end, and probably would have got some high points. But I chose Brait off a strategy like, okay, I see Brady that has been productive with him, but I know Brady is very fickle with his players. If he locks on to you, you got to produce every week. And if you don't, he will forget you just like that. That's how I know Brady is. Edelman was probably like the only guy on his team where he went to him consistently. And it's probably because that's all he thought he had.
that's because Edelman stayed low. He always run the underneath routes,
Yep.
and it's known that Belichick runs his offense underneath to high.
Mm.
Uh, and that's one of the reasons why uh, Tom Brady been having a problem on the Bucks because Bruce Arians runs high to low.
Yeah, because I definitely grabbed Scotty Miller because they said he was another version of Julian Edelman. So I'm like, oh man, he's definitely
Yeah,
probably
I know
more
you
off.
made that decision, don't you?
Yeah, he's gone now. I'm like, yeah, he is definitely not producing enough. So it's like, yeah, I had to let him go.
Y'all want to know the top running back that's in waiver wire in the league? Rex Burkhead. That's it.
That's a good running back.
That's about the only good running back here. Everybody else is like a second or third string back in this.
I'm telling you. And I think McKissick is only producing because your other back is Gibson, which I don't think he's bad, but McKissick is more
the pass catching back. So
Yeah,
get better on that end as far as he'll get more touches in that manner.
I
So
feel bad that it was so deep that I had to go get what's his face Hines from the Colts. And he don't do shit. And I was like, I got no choice.
he's
One
like
of
an
my running
on
backs
and
is
off.
out.
He is a hit or miss.
One of my running backs is out. The other isn't even playing because he just got released from the Jets. So I'm like, this ain't looking good. This ain't looking good. So you see, I'm pretty sure you saw it. It was like, why he got Hines on his team? I'm like, I have no choice. That's why.
Nah,
And then I'm
see why
upset
you did.
because they freaking. I thought this was gonna be Edmondson's game this past Monday, but unfortunately, Dallas just let Drake run all over him, look great. So I'm like, ugh. Now he's gonna be pushed to the back. Great, thank you, Dallas, for making
You're
Drake a star again. So now I just got to take that L at running back. I'm like, oh well, I'm gonna take an L this week. So
It's cool because you're gonna take that L that week you played.
we shall see. I'll have Gaskins back, which is it might be trouble because I'm trying to see what type of quarterback is Tua, because I've never seen him play.
One that's not really. They're not gonna really get the ball to the running back that much.
He's another scrambler.
Yeah.
Well, there goes that.
Thank you very much.
You cannot. I learned that you cannot pick a back from a team where the QB is a running back / QB. It just ain't gonna really work out that well. Besides Russ, I give him credit because he played.
Russ ain't a scrambling quarterback. Russ ain't a scrambling quarterback. Russ is a quarterback that runs for his life.
Well, I say it because that's what I see. So it seems as if he's more ready to give it to his running back rather than
because Russ don't run because he wants to. Russ runs because he has to.
right.
That's why.
But yeah, you got your Murray, your Jackson. Yeah, just it's bad for the running backs because you can have legit solid running backs, but they just ain't gonna use them like that. So always fun.
I mean, Jackson will use his running back when they're winning.
Yeah, nah, I've seen games where he still barely used them even when they was winning. So it's like, what is they there for, really?
I mean, look at the Ravens. They had a decent running game, not named Lamar Jackson last year, and all of a sudden they got 3 running backs. You don't know who the hell's going to be starting.
Right.
Because none of them dudes get the ball.
You know it's messed up when the defense is more focused on a quarterback on every draw play because they like, we know you most likely gonna take it. You ain't giving it to your running back, although he might just run through us. You're not giving it to him. You taking off with it. And that's a good majority. So you taking away the plays from your running back, so they offer up no fantasy option really.
Nah, I remember that one game where RG3 was still the Washington quarterback, and you would think he was still producing pretty good fantasy.
That's the name I ain't heard in a long ass time.
Right? He was still the QB for Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And he was putting up points for fantasy. And in one game, his fullback had 3 touchdowns, and that helped nobody. Everybody went pissed off.
You kind of got to blame the head coach for that.
The fullback had 2 touchdowns in the regulation, and he had the game won in overtime. The man had, I think the man had 30 points nearly, and that helped nobody because 0% had him on the team. Y'all like, y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah. Ooh, this a long stream right here today.
Right?
Yeah, we have been on for a while. I just checked the time, like, okay, Yeah, we had one of those, but it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if only I can learn how to edit, so I cut it up. But hey, that's something I sit down and try for you guys.
I've been trying to make a damn soundboard, at least learn to. Then we just got dumb shit on. Then we just got dumb shit on standby for sounds.
Ah, yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be nice. But if you know how to edit, well, I've been the one recording, so
I may know a person. I gotta see what they doing these days.
yeah. But yeah, we gonna close out the recording. We might still be talking, but y'all ain't gonna see it. So y'all ain't gonna see it because I know everybody gonna be like, man, y'all just really gonna let us sit here and listen about y'all fantasy. But hey, sometimes that's where the conversations go, and then especially because we waited so long after all the games, that's
Right.
a nice little drive. But you know, uh, we'll have to catch y'all next week. Hopefully the Bears are 6-1. Uh, hopefully the Packers are 4-2.
Oh, Houston just look good for 1 week.
Man, just 1 week. Just 1 week. Uh, hey, look, I mean, he do
It's
still
possible.
Brandon Cooks
Mhm.
on his team. I don't know why they ain't using that boy.
Hey, I think it's possible thinking about it because they did go head up with the Titans where you had to go into overtime game. So it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Well, we going to catch you guys next week. As always, thank you if you made it this far. Thank you for watching the whole stream. That'll be first off. But like, comment, subscribe, and share with all of your friends. This is K Down for
Boy, easy.
KG the Great.
We Out Here.